For the remainder of this section, we will talk only about the natural logarithm function. Remember the number e that we defined in that kind of weird way as the limit of n goes to infinity of 1 plus 1 over n to the n? And which is probably a little easier to remember just as an irrational number that's approximately equal to 2.7. Well, the natural logarithm function is just the log function with base e. As I mentioned in the last section, e is considered the natural base to use because in calculus, many formulas are much simpler with the base e instead of some other base. Now, unfortunately, as usual, people didn't ask me about this, but unfortunately, we don't usually write log base e. We write ln. That's meant to make you think of natural log. ln is the natural log. That, of course, makes it harder to remember what it is, and if you prefer to write log base e of x, that's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and write ln of x, though, because that's what you're usually going to see, and that's certainly what will be in the textbook. So here's our definition. T equals the ln of a, natural log of a. When we say that, what we mean is that if you take base e and raise it to the power, now what's the power going to be? Remember, the logarithm is always equal to the power. The logarithm is the exponent. So the base is e, the exponent is t, and the answer is a. So e to the t equals a means the same exact thing as saying t equals the natural log of a. Let's see some examples. Let's start by converting some exponential equations to logarithmic equations. So w equals e squared. 2 is the exponent, so that's going to be equal to the log because a log is an exponent. What is the base on the log? It's e. And what is it that you get if you put e to that power? You get w. And again, this would usually be written 2 equals ln of w. Or you can say ln of w equals 2. It doesn't matter what order you put those in. Those are all the same thing. Let's try e to the x equals 7. X is the exponent, so it's going to be equal to the log. The base on the exponent is e, so the base on our log will be e. And what is the answer you get when you do e to the x? You get 7. And again, this would usually be written x equals ln of 7, or ln of 7 equals x is the same thing. Next, let's try going in the other direction. Let's convert a couple of natural logarithm equations to exponential equations. So ln of x equals 7. If it helps you, go ahead and write that as log base e of x equals 7. Then I see that the base is e. The exponent is the thing the log is equal to, so that's a 7. And the answer I would get if I did e to the 7 is x. Or you could write x equals e to the 7. Doesn't matter. Let's try converting a equals the ln of 2. And again, you might find it helpful to write that as log base e so you can visually see the base. But either way, my base is e. The exponent is the log. It's the thing the log is equal to. And the answer I would get if I did that computation would be 2. Or 2 equals e to the 8. Okay, I've got a couple of more complicated ones for us to try. Let's try converting 5 plus x equals e to the 2x. So I want to convert it to a log equation. What's the base on the log going to be? It always matches the base on the exponent, so it's log base e. What is the exponent? Well, we can see it's 2x. And what goes after the log? It's the thing that you get when you use that exponent. So this would be log base e of 5 plus x equals 2x, which would usually be written as ln of 5 plus x equals 2x. And again, it doesn't matter what order you write equations in. Let's try converting the log equation x plus 3 equals the ln of 7x. Let's convert that to an exponential equation. So an exponential equation is going to have a base with an exponent on it. What is the exponent? Well, it's the logarithm. It's the thing that the log was equal to. So this equation is telling me that the logarithm, in other words, the exponent, is x plus 3, and the answer I get using that would be 7x. I'm going to end this video with some build your understanding problems for you to do before you watch the next video. In each of these, if it's an exponential equation, please convert it to a logarithmic equation, and vice versa. If it's a logarithmic equation, convert it to an exponential equation. And I'll go over those with you at the beginning of the next video. See you then.